Hey guys, so today will be a different kind of a video. I just really wanted to make this. I've always had a problem with the Hyuga clan, and it just got accentuated of sorts in one of the newer chapters of Boruto, in which it was just definitively proven that the Hyuga clan is filled with idiots. This will be a look into what a hypothetical full usage of the byakugan would look like. So obviously, I'm talking about the way the Hyuga clan uses the byakugan. Now, I know that there are a few videos like this already on the platform, but a lot of them are either about how the Byakugan sucks or how it should have a Mangekyo Sharingan equivalent upgrade to stay relevant in the show. But as you can probably tell, I don't agree with either of these stances. Tell me in the comments what you guys think on the topic. So let's first go over the abilities of the Byakugan. It gives its user near 360 degrees vision in a certain range. They do have a blind spot above their first thoracic vertebra. They have X-ray vision and penetrative vision. They can see chakra much clearer than any other dojutsu. They can see the chakra network. The Hyuga special taijutsu called the Gentle Fist uses these properties to accurately hit their opponent's chakra points. It also has a frog kata-esque ability of being able to hit the target without making contact. They have other more specialized taijutsu techniques such as the 8 trigam 64 palms, which lets them shut down all of their opponent's chakra points. The 8 trigams vacuum palm, which is pretty much the only long-range move in their fighting style. And the 8 trigrams rotation, which is a technique that requires the user to emit chakra from every chakra point in their body to create an impenetrable defense. Firstly, I would like to say that in this hypothetical, we will obviously assume that our control group character, let's say John, is a Hyuga. John Hyuga. As such, he knows at least the basic moves of Gentle Fist. In this case, I think the Byakugan might actually be more versatile as an ability than the base Sharingan is. The reason I say that is because of the Gentle Fist. One of the defining factors of the Hyuga clan is that they normally tend to have better chakra control than their peers. Neji, as a genin, was stated to have better chakra control than your average jonin does. Now obviously, I'm not saying that John is some genius at the level of Neji, but that doesn't exactly stop him from having better chakra control than his peers. The reason that's important is, well, everything in Naruto. Ninjutsu, genjutsu, medical ninjutsu, sealing jutsu, anything at all requires good chakra control. So the first thing John does is use his brain, unlike the other Hyuga. He learns genjutsu. The reason for that is that he already has relatively good taijutsu and chakra control. Genjutsu gives him a sort of crowd control ability. Even normal people like Kurenai can cast genjutsu on multiple people at the same time. Using chakra points to their maximum is the Hyuga's best trait. Would it not have been cool to see a Hyuga fighting multiple opponents and getting overwhelmed? Making like two hand signs and then all of a sudden all of their opponents are just stuck. The Hyuga could do a few of them in just the amount of time it takes to break out, if they break out. Then, John Hyuga learns medical ninjutsu. One of the reasons medical ninjutsu is as hard to learn as it is that the medic needs to use the jutsu to heal the patient's internals without being able to see them. Not to mention, good enough medical ninjutsu users can actually just heal minor injuries mid-fight. John could become a beast with medical ninjutsu. The Byakugan just naturally gives him a sensory ability. Secondly, you would think that people from a clan that focus on taijutsu as much as the Hyuga do would figure out how to use their techniques with genjutsu, because here's the thing with swords. They don't even need to use a change in chakra nature to coat the sword. The samurai literally coat their swords with just chakra. So let's say John coats his sword in chakra and shoots out chakra in the form of needles like Sasuke. He would be terrifying. Or they could just choose to send it out in slashes as a mid to long range covering attack like a samurai. Then there's the point that I'm the most passionate about in this video. Shuriken Jutsu. I still find it funny how it took an Uzumaki using the Byakugan for someone to finally use the eye that is well known for seeing through things at huge distances to hit targets through buildings. Everyone in Naruto glazed the Uchiha clan for being able to hit targets even in their blind spots with a shuriken. You know what would be good? Being able to see hundreds of meters with only a blind spot the size of a small bird. Changes in chakra nature and sealing jutsu are frankly just sprinkles on the cupcake. Even in regards to that, Hinata and Neji both mastered at least 2 changes in chakra nature in the span of 2 to 3 years. If we go into the territory of light novels, Mukai Go Hinata uses Gentle Fist to cut ninjutsu in half. So essentially, now you've got a taijutsu monster with genjutsu, medical ninjutsu, kenjutsu, and shuriken jutsu, all of which can be used at all ranges. The most terrifying thing? John doesn't even need to be all that good, just above average in most of these. Because see, the main focus is still taijutsu. All of these are just supplementary abilities to cover for the weaknesses of using only taijutsu. And well, this is going hyper into theoretical territory, but if a Hyuga trains their chakra reserves to a high enough point, they could technically learn Sage Mode. It might sound weird, but think about it for a second. Let's say John raises his chakra levels to a point where he is deemed to have the capability to undergo the training. Well then, we know that with good enough chakra control, becoming a sage becomes much easier. Even if you think that the trainee needs a strong body to undergo the transformation, which I don't, but assuming. John grew up training taijutsu his entire life. His clan descends from the Otsutsuki. I think he has a strong enough body. I mean, Sasuke survived getting a curse mark at 12 years old, and the curse mark is considered a derivative of Sage Mode. Once again, not saying John is on the level of Sasuke, but still, if a 12-year-old Uchiha can handle it, why not an adult Hyuga? Well, that's it for this video. Tell me in the comments what you would like to see in the future, and if you liked the content, please consider liking and subscribing.